the traditional way of teaching is very much, like you teach how to do a problem or a couple of types of problems, at kind of in a teach piece method, and the students basically practice for the whole period. But it's very much like a plug and chug method. The middle school level is still very much like rote memorization, and especially with my English second language students, that's just not a very effective way of teaching. Partially because they struggle with like the reading comprehension a lot of times, and they just need a lot more like hands-on, a lot more thinking about why. But I was excited to hear that Carnegie was really more about like understanding the why behind concepts, focusing on kind of like shorter questions and hands-on learning, on vocabulary, on thinking about terminology, but also just like encouraging the conversation with their peers gives them time to have those English language conversations at an academic level, which for intermediate and advanced ESLs, that's generally the like jumping point. So an intermediate to advanced, the change is whether or not you can do academic level language. And so Carnegie has been incredible to like for practicing that academic level language. For me, like I'm always concerned about like the lowest kid in the classroom. And what I've really seen is that my lowest kids in the classroom are not lost anymore. Like they're at least at the level of understanding, even if they're not quite at the level of like mastering multiple choice questions. And that's really cool for me to see. It's just been like really, really fun to see that transformation. I put up some of their work on the wall from Pythagorean theorem where they were doing real world applications. And they were just commenting like, oh, these are like these make us look so smart. Like we look like we know what we're doing. And I was like, yeah, because you do know what you're doing. So I think they've been impressed. I've noticed that they've been impressed with the quality of their own work. They really take pride in what they're creating and being able to explain it and kind of show off a little bit to their peers. That's been really fun.